Welcome to the Dropkick Ads YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about broad targeting. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. Comment, like, all that good stuff. Let's get started. Today I want to talk about the subject of broad targeting in Facebook. You don't add any detailed targeting, demographics whatsoever. Maybe you do the age, but I think in a lot of terms when you think broad, you don't even think about that. So you're leaving the default age. You're leaving the default country. If you're targeting one specific country, like the United States, you would leave that country there. If you're more global, you would add the other countries there. But the point being is that there's no exclusions. You don't do any exclusions. You don't target any specific interests. You don't target any specific list or lookalike. It's completely broad. Anybody that still uses Facebook or Instagram and has made themselves not able to be tracked on that particular app or across their activity on the web doesn't mean that they're not going to be served ads anymore. They're still getting ads on Facebook and Instagram. The only thing is they're likely, and I use the word likely because I don't believe that it's 100% in my personal opinion. What that means is that they're not getting possibly added to the specific interest list. We know these people are still on Facebook and we know that they're still on Instagram. So how do we reach them? Well, you can continue to do that interest targeting and you likely may or may not show up in front of that person, but the creative itself will decide who these ads should be shown to, and that Facebook will in turn say, okay, we notice these people are responding to this creative in this really broad ad set that's hitting, millions of people. We're going to show more ads to those type of people based on the information we do know about them, minus any type of tracking that we're not able to get on that person because they opted out of the tracking. In some cases, people are saying, well, this is the new way to go. Let the creative do the targeting. Just go broad. Interest targeting audiences have dwindled down. We might as well just let Facebook do all the work and call it a day. If you're offering a product or service that has mass appeal, broad may be a good option to try. If your product is more niche, I don't think that is going to work for you unless you have an astronomical, and I'm talking very astronomical budget. What are some examples? What are some examples of this? So you need to think about people. Think about people and what they use every day, and that can help you determine whether or not a broad audience is the way to go. What is something everybody keeps on them at all times? It's this. iPhone. Everybody has one, or a cell phone, Android, whatever it is. Everybody keeps one on them. You could say that that is a perfect example of a broad audience. If you're selling cell phone accessories or cell phone service, whatever it is, maybe you don't need detailed interest targeting for that because everybody has a cell phone. Everybody uses a cell phone. In that sense, in my opinion, it would make sense to go broad, target everybody in the United States, all ages, if you're selling cell phone products or services. That makes sense. Now, if you're a little more niche and maybe it's something that people don't use, and I'm going to use golf here as an example because I am a golfer. If I target the entire United States with golf stuff, there's going to be a pretty big, heavy amount of people that don't give a care whatsoever about golf, and that's a wasted impression. So, in that sense, if I don't have an astronomical budget, I'm not willing to waste money on impressions for Facebook to try to figure it out and then give me some kind of lackluster average or above average cost per acquisition. I'd rather make bulk interest targets where you put a ton of different interests that are relevant to what you're trying to sell, and use that as kind of a mini broad, not an astronomical broad audience, but a smarter broad audience, because you're still going to have hundreds of thousands of people, millions in some cases, in that particular audience. It's just not as wide a net as just saying, hey, let's just target everybody in the entire United States. That's the smarter way to go, in my opinion. So at the end of the day, try it. Try everything out. That's the best you can do. I suggest you give broad targeting a chance if you fall into one of those categories. Another reason to possibly try broad targeting is if your audience that you're targeting is in a local area. In any case, no matter what you're offering, it might be a good test for you to go broad in that specific city with what you have, because it comes down to audience size, yes, in a sense, but when you get down to those local markets, your audience size is going to go really, really down. And chances are is that if your target audience is a local based audience or only pertains to one city and not the entire country or globe, it might make a good case just to try broad there. No matter what, just give it a try. Thanks for watching today's video. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel, and we're going to hope to bring you more videos like this and help you be a better digital marketer. Best to you.